3D printing with resin can be quite annoying. It's greasy, it's gooey, it's smelly, can create such a mess, and it can take a whole lot of your time. But does it need to be unpleasant too, Elegoo? See what I did there? Unpleasant too, Elegoo? I'm sorry. Hey guys, my name is Leyzar, and today we're going to be learning how to properly level this thing. Now, this is the build plate for the Saturn for Ultra 16K or not. It's basically the same design if you don't count the little handles, and leveling this thing properly has been an absolute nightmare. You might wonder why. Does this give you any indication? If not, stick around. I'm gonna give you all the tips and tricks that you need to get this one properly sorted so you can get on to painting and printing those fantastic minis. Firmware update. Yeah, because firmware update is the hard part. Firmware update, bro. God damn it. First things first, when it comes to the manual, you can go ahead and chuck this one in the garbage because it doesn't really help you with things that are important. Now, you've probably been trying to level your printer for a while now and just can't seem to get it right. There is a manual leveling process, as you no doubtly probably tried by this point. So I'm just gonna walk you through the entire process so you get everything right. First things first, pop your printer on a fairly level surface, the ground, the table, or whatever you got. Now keep in mind, this surface doesn't need to be perfectly level. That's not the problem when leveling this one. This is about the build plate versus the screen being perfectly level to one another, not the surface that the printer stands on. That's gonna matter for the resin level, but we're gonna be talking about that in a separate video. Next, we're gonna be accessing the manual leveling feature. Okay, manual leveling? Manual leveling. My printer that I paid 500 bucks for has automatic leveling, don't you know? I'm sorry to break it to you, but no, it does not. That's just a simple bit of very clever marketing. There is no such thing, or at least this one doesn't have actual automatic leveling. I think it was Fohammer that called it auto zeroing. Call it whatever you like, it's marketing. Get yourself a sheet of paper, cut it into 4 bits and put it in the corners, just like the image tells you to. Now, before you hit next and the build plate goes down, grab your Allen key, your wrench, whatever you want to call it, and undo the 4 top screws, just until you don't feel any more give to it. After that, you hit next and the build plate goes down, and the process begins. Are all the 4 corners really tightly in place and you cannot move that damn paper? Well, this is what most people get. So what you're going to be doing next, grabbing that Allen key and slowly starting to tighten those screws, because the more you tighten, the more space you create between the build plate and the actual screen, and the little paper becomes a little bit more free. Fly, paper, fly. You gotta make it into an airplane. Anyway, regardless of that, now you're gonna try to get the same amount of tension on all 4 corners by tightening these bolts and letting them go depending on the circumstance. If you let go, if you undo the screw, that means more pressure on the paper. If you tighten the screw, that means less pressure, because by tightening the screw, you are compressing the spring inside. And that's kind of how it works. It should be fairly simple, right? But let's be honest, it didn't work for you, did it? You can't get the same pressure. You can't even tell. Hold on. Is this the same friction as this one, the other one? And I'll tell you why. You see, the screen at the edges has a bulky part with tape over it that houses the electronics or whatever else. So you see your paper is rubbing on that, and you can't get the proper feel of the actual space available between the build plate and the screen. And that can be hella annoying. Yes, I know. And there's another problem you're facing, aren't you? 1 or 2 of the corners, no matter what you do, are never really equal to the rest of them. On top of that, when you tighten or loosen one screw to set up one corner, then the corner adjacent to that gets all messed up. It's not properly set anymore. Now, you tried your absolute best, but 1 or 2 of the corners simply don't match up to the others. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Because I ran out of space for setting. The screw is either already torqued to the max, but you need even more looseness, or it's let go to the max, but you need more tightness. I just simply can't set it any better than this. Hit cancel on your machine during the manual leveling process. The build plate goes up. Now, if you have a corner that needed more tightening, so therefore more space between the build plate and the screen, let go of that one when it's up and not actually down. And you do the exact opposite process for a screw that needed more loosening. If you have a screw that needs more loosening, therefore less space between the build plate and the screen, then make sure you tighten that one. And you hit calibrate again. The build plate goes down and boom, suddenly you got more space to play with when it comes to setting those screws. Now this is a trick that I employed and helped me greatly to get it almost level. Now I can also try to use a couple of washers on the adjustment screws, but for me, that did nothing. And after all of that, I was still getting some delamination in a very specific part of the build plate. Now what does that mean? Well, my friends, it looks like Elegoo has been sending crooked build plates ever since this one was released. The first reviews hit over a year ago and you still see people say, hey, my build plate is crooked. Apparently, they just can't seem to send out properly level build plates. So what do? You got two options. You either fix it yourself or you go through the customer support process to try to get another build plate. Now, I am kind of forced here to say the smart option is to go through customer support and try to get another build plate. This will involve wait times, emails, at the end of which they may or may not send you another build plate. And option 2, you can fix it yourself. This will involve sanding, and if you don't like elbow grease, then you're probably not gonna like this one as well. Get yourself some sandpaper. 80 grit, 120 grit, 400 grit is what I used. Try to get big blocks if you can, big chunks that you can lay out on a perfectly flat surface. For example, I used it on my glass table, which is perfectly flat. This surface does actually matter for it to be flat. After that, get your sandpaper, and I recommend you take some duct tape and duct tape the corners of the sandpaper to the actual table using something like masking tape or whatever duct tape you have. And after that, my friends, you simply go to town. You take your build plate, like so, you put it down. You don't need to apply any pressure on it per se. Use its own weight to help you and simply go to town on your build plate. Do figure eights, do ups and downs, vary things around just to make sure that everything is nice and even. And this is the kind of result you can expect. Now, this took me a couple of hours, to be perfectly frank. I went with 80 grit, then I went with 120 grit, and then I went with 400 grit, and now it's finally perfectly leveled. As you can see, mine wasn't really level at all, but it finally is. Then you go through the exact same manually and leveling process again, but this time you'll find out you're gonna be getting yourself new and much better results. And that was pretty much it. What conclusions can I draw? Elegoo, shame on you. After a year plus, 500 euro plus 3D printer, you still send people crooked build plates. Now, don't get me wrong, the actual design, the idea, yeah, that it's self-leveling, that's fantastic, great, more power to you, but the execution leaves a lot to be desired. As far as I'm concerned, you either go back to the drawing board and refine your design, and don't get me wrong, it's a very smart design, but it needs better quality control and better processes. Tighten up those lax standards. And I do believe, my friends, that is pretty much it. As always, my name has been Lazer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe only if you enjoy the content. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!